badass.
Oh,
like him.
dude, I do remember that one.
Well, you didn't put it on your list, so it
I
doesn't
had
count.
him.
Is that
Nope.
Is
I
it
do
classic?
remember. I can
He wasn't
remember
an
exactly
OG.
how to transform him.
All right. Well, now that you know who he is, dude, welcome everybody to the top 7 Transformers. I think we've officially decided that it doesn't matter if it's a ice cream cone or one you got at McDonald's or one that you got at a toy or in the cartoon or in the movies. As long as it transforms, we're all good to go.
As long
with
as it transforms in the Transformers universe endorsed by Hasbro, because there are tons of knockoff generic toys that transform.
the Chadformer.
That is true.
We can't put the Chadformer in there.
No, it's
Dude, I
gotta
think
be
we
like
had a lot of those as kids, dude. The
a
B-level transformer.
Transformer, like a Hasbro.
Fucking E-League.
Yeah, you transform them once and that's it. They're just broken.
I think the top 5 got to go right to the McDonald's ones, dude.
Hotcakes, cheeseburger, ice cream cone,
It was the best.
French fries.
I had some
Dumb.
of those. I had French fries and an ice cream cone.
Like we have to. The ice cream cone is like the shit, dude. That has to go on there. It's so delicious.
I think the ice cream cone is a no-brainer, dude. For at least one of them.
Hold on.
Wait, we're gonna put it at like what are we gonna think?
Or are you
3?
saying because it
No,
doesn't have
I
a
don't.
voice?
Dude, ice cream cone on its own doesn't make it.
I agree
Hotcakes?
with Sweener on this
The whole gang, the Big Mac, the fries, the ice cream cone, the breakfast.
Oh, if you guys are allowing the package, like I say we
Yes.
do it. Like
I'll
I say
the whole group of
the
them, but just
McDonald's
the one.
Transformer collection should totally make the list.
yeah,
That's
back in the
our number
seventies.
7.
It's like it's iconic. Holy shit! Is this really happening? Is this, as Amy says, real life?
Did we
This is
all-
crazy.
That's
like-
because right now they're holding down the 7th spot based on pure nostalgia from
Yes,
all of
and
us.
like
30
and
something.
ultimate crappiness because they were so crappy, but they were cool.
And-
They were actually pretty fun to play with.
Dude,
Yeah.
You know you have to be old to know like that. Even what that guy on the right is the breakfast meal. Because do they even serve them in that thing
I don't
anymore?
think so.
Oh, that styrofoam? No, there's
Yeah,
like
dude.
entire landfills that are
Killing
just
the
filled with
earth.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
So on that case, it might be a strike against him. Ice cream cone might have to go out on his own.
No, I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
group is a good group because I remember playing with them. My older brother had gotten them all, and I just liked playing with them. And I got yelled at for breaking them and stuff like that. But they were super nostalgic, and it was like really surreal now looking back that they made toys out of food. I mean, like, how
Yes.
strange is that? Like,
It's
I am playing
really
with a
weird.
hamburger. I'm gonna mush you with my ketchup juice. Like, what does a hamburger do when you're playing with it?
And the McDonald's had a lot of cool toys back in the day.
They had
like
so many cool
these
toys.
and the Mario. We could do an entire top 7 McDonald's toys, which we probably should do at some point.
All right.
But to
So,
stay
our
on
top
task.
7 list is pretty huge. I think this is the biggest list we've had for a top 7 since we started racking these out.
Yeah,
We got
there's
some
like
work ahead of
20
us.
on here. Yeah.
Actually, I'm in agreement with a lot of these that are listed on here. I just sad that Dinobot didn't.
So let's start chopping some of these off
Okay.
here, dude. Let's start like whittling this bad boy down because I got a lot of stuff I'm not liking seeing up here.
Ice
Oh,
cream friends.
what are you not liking so far?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thundercracker?
yeah, he's kind of lame.
What are you
Thundercracker?
talking about? He's like Starscream's fucking equal.
Why not just
Only
pick
bad
Starscream then?
act-
Because Starscream is way cooler.
Yeah.
All right,
is he-
Sweeter, who's your number 7? Like, who would you have if you had to make a... Yeah, this is
Ice
like a
cream
bootleg
friends.
Starscream. Okay. But number 6, who's your number 6? Like, your guy. It can't be Wheeljack, right? Wheeljack is terrible.
I don't know, man. Let
I
me
vote,
take a
Starscream.
Dude, they all look the same to me. This is starting to be weird now. Unless
What do
I
you
see
mean
him
they
in,
all
like,
look-
Wheeljack was like their crazy inventor, dude. Like in the cartoon.
Yeah,
like,
he
he's
came up with a
that-
lot of cool shit.
Yeah, and where half of it like worked and half of it blew up, and they had to get Ratchet in there.
All right, I'll throw another one that I really want on the list, Astro Train.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite ones of all time.
You
It
put that,
was...
like, maybe
Yeah,
at,
I will
like,
give
3?
him the 6th spot. I'll give him the 6th spot.
Nah, give it like a 3.
He's like of all my Transformers. There's the 2 Dinobots. I had I think it was the Triceratops and the main Dinobot, Grimlock. And then I had Astro Train, the
Dude.
Transformer that was a train that turned into a space shuttle. It was
I
so
remember
Yeah,
amazing.
seeing that
Astro
around the
Train
house,
is cool.
dude.
Astro Train
Yeah.
is sweet.
I remember.
Dude, I'm putting Astro Train at number 1. Thanks, guys.
No, way, dude.
No way. No.
Sweener's like,
I can see the
no.
excitement in your guys'
Fuck
eyes.
that.
Dude, look at
Were you-
this. Look at this, Sweener. Number 1 right now, Astro Train.
No, that's Dinobot's spot.
Dinobot's out.
Dinobot's
Fuck you,
not-
man.
We haven't even
Dinobot's
talked
not
about
on our
Dinobot
list.
yet.
He just deleted him.
The list can move as it
That's what
goes.
happens, dude.
The
That's
list
Wait,
is
what
are you
organic.
talking about like Dinobots and like their complete group?
That was like, my question.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
because you
about
can't have
Dinobot
because if Ice Cream Friends goes in a group, then
We're not grouping this whole
Devastator
thing out, dude.
and Omega Supreme have to
I
go.
feel like Ice Cream Friends are like a special circumstance.
It is.
Yeah.
dude.
Because
you
they're
can actually
just-
put them all together and make a Happy Meal. So
But the thing is like when you put in Dinobots,
No, not.
Oh, yeah,
bots,
we did- yeah,
not
that
bots,
was-
plural. Dinobot is his own specific character. He's from the Beast Wars franchise.
just Dinobot by himself.
Just Dinobot.
See, once G1 ended, Sweener's out.
yeah, I said fuck that bullshit.
Dude, then what? You would even like know all what?
I know
words.
about them. I've seen those shitty like computer animated fucking
Oh
cartoons.
my god! You know what? I will say Optimus Primal. He's pretty sweet, and he
Thank
is
you.
and he is a Dinobot, and he is my favorite Dinobot.
He's not a
far
Dinobot.
Who is?
Isn't he?
He's from the Beast Wars series.
Or the Beast Wars? I meant. Sorry, my bad.
Who, Dinobot?
No, Optimus Primal.
Optimal Optimus is when he's like a fully evolved season 3 form, where he's a like tank, an airplane, and this giant like humongous ape because he holds the original Optimus Prime spark inside of his chest. So he's got to have like this cool carrier thing. It's really sweet.
Where the hell did this come from, dude? Where did Amy get all this
I
Transformer
like
knowledge,
Transformers.
dude?
I don't know,
Years.
dude. All of a sudden, we were like, "What's the
Yeah,
top
like all of a
seven? All of a
sudden
sudden,
somebody had
here's
an
Amy's like,
hour of free time, dude. She decided to become an expert on
Dude,
Transformers.
I have been into Transformers since I was a little kid.
Holy
Like,
crap! What's on your top list then? Let's,
yeah, let's hear it.
I wrote them down. You fucking deleted them.
let's do it again here.
What? There was Dinobot, Optimal Optimus. I had Unicron, Megatron, Bumblebee,
Whoa, that's
Starscream.
top seven.
Yeah, you can't
I'm
put
on my
your
last
you
seventh
can't put
one.
you can't put your top seven in the top seven. That's not how this works.
Well, that's where they went
Oh,
because
you-
that's where I wanted to put them.
I see what happened. I see what happened. I leave
She-
it
she
2
was-
seconds
she-
and just.
Trying to cheat the top seven list.
Jeez, dude, not allowed.
I've never done it before. What am I supposed to? I didn't know.
We add them to the top seven, and then we kind of move them around, and
Oh well, then why is
Yeah.
Astro Chain number 1?
because that's where dude, there's a lot of empty space. I just figured why not throw them in there. So,
Temporary.
I don't agree. I'm with Sweetener on that one. No, that is not number 1.
dude,
All
we'll,
right.
sync them at 4 for the moment.
All right.
Should we
Oh,
just put Optimus Prime on the list because he's pretty much amazing? And I
yeah,
love-
he's number one.
He
Yeah.
has to for like just nostalgia, dude.
Because
Not number one.
He
but-
can cover like all of the optimal incarnations. I'll
Yeah.
accept that because Optimus Prime, and as the same with Megatron, like Megatron is the Megatron, and it can cover all of his incarnations, whether he be Dinobot or Tyrannosaurus or whatever. If he's this floating gun, or Megatron can be Megatron, and Optimus can be Optimus. It doesn't have to be all like the 27 million variants that there are of them.
dude, I don't know, dude. Megatron over Optimus Prime doesn't sound good.
How are you? What?
I don't think putting Megatron over Optimus Prime is a good idea.
Why not?
No. Why? Who did that?
I just like Optimus Prime.
No, there's a lot of room on the thing. I was just putting
Guy,
things places. There's a
we've
lot
already-
of room.
we've already- there's 3 of us. 2 of us have already fucking out vetoed that. All right. Peace out.
So it means it stays.
Megatron could be third or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Dang,
He's
dude,
not.
it's just a lot of space. All right. Dang, dude, too many people around here
Too
trying
many
to
cooks
take
in the
control.
kitchen.
Let's get this on. Let's wrangle this in here.
We got 4 already. That's pretty good.
I
I'm
know.
pretty happy.
Plus, dude, you've got to want. So you've got to.
Are we happy with
Nobody
the
can
way
say
they're...
Bumblebee can't be on that list.
I'm pretty happy with the list right
I
now.
don't really care about Bumblebee. I mean, he's kind of cool.
He's like a main character throughout every incarnation of
Yeah, he's whatever. He could be like number 6 or something.
I didn't love him.
I didn't say he has to be like number 2 or 3, but he has to be on the top 7.
Yeah, he could be
Bumblebee
I
like.
kind
has
of
to be in
agree.
Top 7.
Bumblebee
like
is like
5.
one of the most iconic Transformers.
Dude, but if
For
we
sure.
go if we go down that road, dude, we're gonna have 14 of them because there's like 14 that are iconic, like that are everywhere.
I think right now you would have to put in Grimlock
Yes, I'm
Dude,
all on Grimlock.
Why do we have to
or
put Grimlock on?
Dinobots
Yeah.
in
Because
total.
Grimlock is the greatest, dude. He was like
Right.
he had transparency like in the toy, like he transformed really
So now you're
cool.
talking about the toy, though.
Right. What's that?
I'm just saying like as a whole, that was one
He
of the
was a
things that
cool
made him
toy.
cool. Yeah.
I'm basing mine on toys. Like actual, like their awesomeness.
Oh, dude, Grimlock did have that shiny little middle piece, dude, that you could open up. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
playing with
Yeah,
that.
like he was
That
like one of
kinda
the
neat.
he was one of the better
Toy-wise.
ones.
Plus, he's like me, Grimlock.
there is that. How was he in the new movie though? I didn't see that movie.
Grimlock, they didn't do that. They didn't do the Dinobots any favors in that movie.
No, they didn't. They did not do them any favors.
It's here. Well,
He's
the original.
strongest of all Dinobots, so I mean, he gets that card too.
Right.
Yeah, that toy that's like a very like nostalgic one for me. Like,
Close to the heart.
So,
yeah, him and Astro Train. If I really want two on the
Whatever
list,
they-
those are the two I would
doesn't matter.
definitely want
Yeah.
on the list.
We're just saying our favorite version of it, but if you have
Oh,
something
I
you
got
want to
you.
say, like, oh, in the cartoon, he sucked in the cartoon because they killed him off, or he
They
was a
said
side
this,
character.
me, Grimlock, me.
Yeah, like if there was like a really good Beast Wars character, obviously Dinobot is like one you really love. So maybe Dinobot needs to be in here.
He could be like in the bottom if you
Dude,
guys don't really
Dinobot
know.
has to be on
He
there,
had a
dude.
fucking badass character.
He murdered somebody.
Yeah, Dinobot was a pretty complex character.
Like a human being.
He murdered another bot, right? Like, who did he murder? Do you remember?
I don't know. Oh, everybody just like hold the fucking train.
Okay,
right?
so we're putting things in the top 7, Sweeter, but we'll
We're gonna
rejigger
reformat it. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
we kind of do a last pass where we move things
No,
around.
I'm not talking about what spot all this is, because this is all getting rearranged. But I'm saying there's one spot, and you have Soundwave,
Yeah, this is the hardest thing in the world.
Starscream,
Starscream is pretty sweet.
fucking Devastator, and Omega Supreme.
This is
Yeah.
why this is tough, dude.
This is why every time we record one of these, I'm like, well, this is the end of the website.
So here's
Everyone
the thing.
leaves wanting to
Yeah.
kill each other.
Starscream and Soundwave, you could argue are like the two biggest right hand man.
I like.
You talked about Starscream a lot since
I think Starscream deserves to be on the list for sure. Soundwave is cool and everything, but I mean, as far as character, I didn't. As the toy was kind of meh, and then the character of him was.
Dude, the toy, man, he ejected cassettes that actually turned out to be a little dog and a bird.
Well, how is that cool?
What
That
the hell?
was lame.
that is pretty weird.
Yeah.
And wasn't he
Like-
racist in the movie? Like, didn't they make him into like?
Rumble, eject,
Uh,
saw.
Starscream was cool. He was insidious. He was constantly vying for power with Megatron. He's always like backstabbing, but still like paying fealty. Like yes, master, yes, master. But Megatron wasn't a dumbass, so he knows that like Starscream is trying to second fiddle him all the time. And there's just like this cool story complexity that would always go on with those two characters. And there'd be times you're like, oh snap, Starscream just beat. Oh, never mind. And like in that episode, it all resolved in this really cool conflict. But for some dumb reason, Megatron kept Starscream around. Like I don't really get it. But then he was eventually banished, I think, wasn't he? Like in towards the end of one of the cartoon series, and he was like kicked off. And then he makes a comeback, which is why it's so cool in Beast Wars, because they find a spark, and the spark gets like re-added to something, and then like Starscream's back in the picture again. Like it was this really sweet story arc.
What? Starscream made it to the Beast Wars?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, it's a fucking good show.
Like Starscream clearly has to be on the list.
And just so you guys
Starscream's
know,
cool.
we're joined by Amy, who wrote Transformers.
Yeah, you can get her
The
encyclopedia on
creator of
Amazon.com.
Hell no, I just
I don't know.
I'm
Look at the link I sent with Bumblebee, dude. I mean, look at that.
Starscream's really cool.
Sweener, I
he should
think
be
you
on there.
might be on your own for Bumblebee.
Dude.
That is the worst Transformers toy I've ever seen in my life.
It
I would have
was
been sad if I got that as a kid.
Oh my god. That is... That is sad.
Oh, what is that one weird one you sent us?
That is super
that I'd never
sad.
seen in my life. It was the first one. You said this one has to be on the list. It was like this really.
Like a plastic-
It looked like a Transformer from the 1960s.
Yes.
Is that Warpath?
Who, me?
Warpath, yes.
Yeah, dude, I
I've never
have
seen
that
that.
guy. He was awesome.
That is actually a cool toy. Because it looks like first. Oh, is that when they had the holograms where you touch them and they had heat sensors on them?
Yeah, that's
Why
what's
has he
on
got
the.
a
If you
penis on
see
his
the
chest?
link
Yeah,
I
there's a
sent you,
penis
that's
on
what's
his
on the
chest.
front of that Transformers tank, dude.
Do they still do that, or did that end at some point? Because those were cool.
He's got a wiener chest,
I don't know.
dude.
Yeah,
He
shoot
looks
you
like
with
he
his-
came out of those plastic molds at the zoo.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
That's so
It
retro.
looks like he came out of a cereal box. That's what makes him awesome.
He's cute.
Oh, I feel like ice cream friends are on the chopping block at this point. Because there's like a lot of good-looking other Transformers.
No,
No.
dude. Ice cream friends.
They should
has
say they're
to.
so stupid and awesome.
Look at
They're
that.
so cute.
You had a whole meal. You even had breakfast, dude, before Taco Bell joined the fray.
I don't know, but if we like, I feel like I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should get rid of
Because
them.
they have literally nothing but McDonald's.
Maybe they could be on.
Yeah,
maybe
like
they
and
could-
Amy. Here's my issue. Amy keeps dropping all this lore on us.
There's no
I
lore
don't
to
even
these
I don't even
things,
know
dude.
where any of this came from, but she knows the backstory of every one of these. And all the ice cream friends, their backstory is like, I got them in a
They
half.
could be on the honorable mention because they're cute.
Yeah,
like
I
maybe in
think
our
we
Wii
could
Freak
have.
or something.
Maybe we do a
or-
one-time
Maybe
honor.
we'll put them on the homepage.
Wait,
They'll
you
be the
guys don't
homepage
remember
image.
when Breakfast Former lost his spark and then Ice Cream Cone found it later on in a Happy Meal bag that was thrown away?
Oh,
Actually,
ice cream friends. You have ice cream friends are no more.
Oh, bye, babies.
That's bogus, dude.
We
This
could put-
sucks,
We could
dude.
put Bumblebee there.
This ain't no list I
No,
want.
no, not Bumblebee. I'm gonna make a case for 3 other Transformers.
Oh my.
Oh, you're
Can we-
driving Bumblebee? I thought you really wanted him.
Hey guys, can we put the Ice Cream Friends back? All of a sudden, you got 3 more he wants on the list.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, dude, you have to think of the 2 of them. You have to think of the big guys, the Omega Supreme and Devastator. The
Devastator's pretty
Devastator was all the Constructicons who are the ones who created Crystal City. Dude, and then Megatron got a hold of them, used some gizmads, and turned them into the Constructicons into a Decepticon.
cool. Yeah.
And the Constructicons convinced Omega Supreme, who was the guardian of Crystal City, to come with them. They ambushed Omega Supreme. Then they destroyed Crystal City. When they tried to use Megatron's device to turn Optimus or Omega Supreme to a Decepticon, he destroyed the tool and then was the mortal enemy of the Constructicons.
I think that they need to be on the list. Maybe not Omega Supreme because he sounds like a dumbass, but
Yeah.
he got tricked.
Dude, but he's the biggest, baddest, strongest of all Transformers that combined. Because he's
What
like
about
a
Unicron?
He turns into a racetrack, which is interesting
That
to me.
is pretty cool. You
And
can
a
ride
rock-
on my back.
And the rocket in the middle is pretty close.
Yeah.
After they ride around enough times, the rocket gets launched.
Is that a fact?
I was being dirty.
Mm. What? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. So what are you getting at here, Sweener?
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't
not.
know.
Omega Supreme has to be on the list,
Nah.
or
Sweeney, you're gonna have to drop one of those, 2 of those 3, dude. Which one do you want the most? We can't put everyone's
Well,
favorite.
my other
on
one
here.
is
Or you can take those 3 and drop something else off the list that you were high on.
no.
or you can just go on the
Either
spreadsheet.
that or
and
you
see
say
what-
Ironhide, dude, because Ironhide
You
was.
keep adding more craziness.
They're all on his list right there.
I know.
Yeah.
But I thought
don't
we got
like
rid of
that.
all these already.
Ironhide has that weird, like, metal crotch piece on it that it just creeps me out. I can't get past it.
You don't want to play with that?
I don't want to play with.
Then I'm going with Devastator.
What about the construction bots?
That is.
was there any,
Devastator is the
They're all
Constructicons.
connected into one. That's right.
Yeah,
They're pretty
because
cool.
that.
Devastator's amazing toy. It's a
Let's do
dump
Devastator,
truck,
put that
right?
on there.
Yeah.
I'm a Devastator fan.
Put Devastator on there.
6 in 1. Now that's a Transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm okay
Did you
with
have Devastator,
getting on there,
Sweener?
dude.
I did have Devastator.
Oh,
Alright.
cool.
He looks like he can destroy some shit, dude.
So what about this Unicron character? I looked him up.
He's
Looks
not
kinda
really
cool.
like he's just cool. He's a good like.
Was he the Burger King version?
He was a unicorn, and no, he was just like a really sweet, badass motherfucker. Like all-knowing spark dude.
No crazy lore.
Nah,
So
that's
how do-
crazy lore? I just don't feel like getting into it.
So how do we feel about the 7 we have?
He looks like an old man.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Dude, Unicron
is that
is the
what?
guy that.
yeah.
Unicron is the guy that Megatron goes back to in the second Transformers. movie.
Oh.
He's like the size of a planet.
Remember
Yeah.
when then he
Unicron,
calls
like, is a planet.
Megatron back?
He's like the Death Star, but he's like
Yes.
the giant transformer.
Yes, he's the one that is technically like pulling Megatron's
Strings. He's like the mastermind in some of the.
Dude.
He's pretty cool, but Megatron's way cooler. Megatron has more of a presence.
It's
than
like
Unicron
Thanos,
does.
dude.
Yeah, Unicron just looks sweet. I always liked his artwork. I used to draw him,
Holy crap.
but then
Oh,
everybody was like, "That's the
man.
Death Star," and I'm like, "No, it's the Unicron."
Don't you know?
I can see how that could divide people.
All right, what are we thinking on this top 7 list?
Is everyone cool with what we have in the top 7?
Like not in this order, but what we have in it.
I feel like Sweener's angry right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm all right with it.
Devastator, Starscream.
This is where you're gonna have to jump in the comments and be like, "These guys are full of shit. Here's my top 7." I'm pretty sure that's what Tristan did to us once.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he did?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Something like that.
He just created a fake name, went in the comments. And,
Is there anyone on the list that someone wants to get rid of?
man, no, I really want Astro Train in there. I really like Grimlock, but I could see someone wanting him out.
But based on the toy, he's pretty cool.
You're going to get rid of him for is like Soundwave, probably.
Yeah, I feel like Grimlock and Soundwave really could interchange for me. Like, I look at the two toys and I'm like, from a historical perspective, that Soundwave toy would probably be pretty cool back in the day. But it's useless. Like, it's a tape player, so.
That's what I thought was so dumb. Luke had it, and not like my brother, and I was like,
He's the communications officer, dude.
You have to have a really good imagination.
What was the difference between him and Bumblebee?
Wait, Bumblebee's a car.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking in the
Bumblebee's an
movie where
Autobot.
Bumblebee comes out with the radio thing going on, and never mind.
That's because he loses his
voice
voice
can't talk.
transponder.
Gotcha,
or
dude.
whatever.
Well, if Soundwave was around, he probably would have helped him out.
They're essentially
Dude.
the same in that
I
regard.
mean, look at that, dude. There is Buzzsaw, and then there he had the Rumble, and then there was also the dog.
What about Shia LaBeouf? Should he get in this list?
Yes!
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Put him in here.
He is the best Transformer ever.
Boof former.
From human to douchebag.
All right, so
Oh, man.
Sorry,
Let's
Shia
start-
LaBeouf.
yeah, dude, he's gonna listen to this and get really pissed off.
Yeah.
He's gonna rap battle you.
I'll wrap him back.
Shall we start putting this top 7 together?
Are we all happy? Everybody's got their.
I
As
think
long as Dinobot's on there, I'll be so happy.
Oh, I forgot about the ambulance character. That one's pretty cool.
yeah, dude.
Ratchet.
That's Ratchet.
Yeah, he was kind of sweet. He was a little medic guy. Didn't he have like the little horns, right?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to just? We should just do a top 50.
How did we ever get top 7 Batmans together? I don't even know how that works.
Dude, so like it's
This is actually seems harder to me because there's just so
Dude,
many.
I put together a compelling list of characters, dude.
How many did you get out of your list? You have 1, 2, 3.
you got almost half probably.
I got Devastator, Starscream, Grimlock, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, you should be the happiest camper of all.
Optimus Prime and Starscream are also something that I would vote for too. So like I'm on board with those two as well.
Yeah, me too. Sweeter had like 50% of his people in this list.
Do we want to get rid of Megatron, or is he just on it because he's a legend?
Nah, Megatron's badass.
Megatron's awesome. He's
All right.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, no one said Megatron. I'm just making sure.
he's just
I mean-
automatic. He turns into a gun.
Or he turns into a badass T-Rex.
Right.
Or he turns into a
am-
lot of other cool stuff.
So who we have
I-
we're putting at 7?
I'm pretty fine with the 7 that we have in the work inside here, unless somebody wants Ratchet or Ironhide.
No, let's lock into this. This is
Yeah.
solid. Now let's
Yay,
just.
Dinobot made it!
So now we got to organize it, dudes. It ain't over yet.
Yeah, I think. All right.
What do you got?
Optimus 1, Megatron 2, Grimlock 3.
But see, Optimus Megatron top 2 is so generic.
Yeah.
That's
Cliche.
like
What? Like, it's obvious for a reason, right? Because they're like very popular and very cool.
Yeah, and it's not even hard to argue that they're 1 and 2. It might be hard to argue who's 1 and who's 2, but not that they're 1 and 2.
All right. I guess we can lock Oppie and Megatron in there.
fine.
I would say Megatron number 1 because he's a little bit more badass, but I don't really. I mean, I can't really.
Optimus is a prime.
Yeah, but he's like classic goody two shoes. He
Can-
doesn't really have
okay.
much depth of character, to be honest.
I-
Megatron's got, like,
Optimus
some-
Prime? What do you mean? He's the moral compass
Exactly, that's boring.
Yeah, he's quiet and laid
He's
back.
just like,
and-
I'm the leader, I'm the boss,
Oh,
and he's definitely cool.
So Ned Stark, who was a moral compass, he was boring and whatever too.
That's why
right?
Hey,
He
I'm only on
died 'cause
season
he was
3.
dumbass.
I'm only on season 3. Be cool. Trying to
Well,
catch up for you guys.
You should know by now, dude, that Ned Stark is dead.
He ain't
in
coming back,
season
Jason.
1.
All right.
He gets resurrected.
Be cool. Like,
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Ned Stark is really the Jon Snow's dire wolf. Mind blown.
Hashtag spoilers.
oh man. Oh man. All right. So,
That was
Optimus
really good,
Prime number
Sweeter.
1, Dinobot number 2, Megatron 3.
All right.
Wait, what?
I can
like
get
that.
behind that.
I like that.
Chad, you were talking to me about Dinobot, though.
I'm a
Whether-
Dinobot fan, so I can go with that.
I'm a
dude.
Dinobot fan,
Just from
too.
what he did in Beast Wars, I mean, he
It's
set
fucking
himself
awesome.
apart.
Are you what? Now Chad's jumping in on this or what?
I said Dinobot.
Chad's hosting this thing, so he can do whatever he wants at
This
the end
is
of the
my
day. We're in
list. At
trouble.
the end of it, dude, I just sucker you all in, and then I just push my own list out.
All right,
dude,
so
Dino.
Amy made a compelling case for Dinobot.
Well, dude, like the whole fact that like he started off Decepticon, he was not programmed to become Autobot. He is still a Decepticon on the Autobots team. The whole time they're always suspicious of him, but he's super honorable and he doesn't do anything against the Autobots, and he quite frequently fights against the Decepticons even though he doesn't really want to, but he knows that the Autobots are like they're upholding his warrior code, and his warrior code is what he lives by, as opposed to being, oh, I'm Decepticon, or oh, I'm Autobot. Like, he's not programmed as to who he is, so he's fighting against his own programming, and then he sacrifices himself and dies in the kids' show. He's actually killed in the show because he's protecting Earth's inhabitants. They're back before humans have evolved, and they're like, it's like the... what is it, that Fertile Crescent where humanity started evolution from, apparently, or whatever. Megatron is aware of this, and he wants to destroy humankind so that they don't come and aid the Transformers and then have him die in the future and blah, 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 blah. It's this huge story arc. But, like, it's so badass. Like, he dies for a cause that he doesn't even really care about, but he believes in it because of his warrior code, and he's not going to let innocents come to harm. It's
Boom.
insane. It's
That
so...
sounds better than Optimus Prime right now.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
like that he's his own man.
I cried when I watched that episode as a kid. Like, I was sobbing. And I was like, what is going on? Like,
Oh my god. Did you ever
That-
cry, Sweeter, when you're watching Transformers?
No, but her whole argument, the same thing can be made for Jetfire too.
Go ahead.
I mean, he was a Decepticon. You know, he was a
Yes,
Decepticon.
I
Came out
know.
with body, believes in pure science, and yeah, all the same things. Makes
oh, okay,
all
you're so
sense.
passionate about it, but you can't even talk about it.
Optimus Prime, the monkey one, exactly the same. Same thing. Same backstory.
And Ice Cream Friends, same thing.
Oh man. I don't care. Dinobot at number 2 is okay with me because he sounds like I don't know anything
And
about
his
him.
toy
So.
was badass. Like, his tail
he did look
turned-
cool. He didn't look like a generic airplane.
His rib cage, so like when he transformed from a raptor into his
Wait,
like
are you making a stick at Jetfire, you dick?
Could
No, though, when he transformed, his rib cage was like his like defense, like his bone structure was his like armor, and his tail was like a sword, but it also turned into this spinning propeller blade thing, which was pretty badass. Like, I don't know, he was pretty cool. I like.
could he kill Megatron?
He almost did actually, yeah, but his power ran out. He was fighting 3 different Decepticons in the valley, and if his energon hadn't worn down, he would have fucking destroyed him because he's a badass warrior. But just the way things happened.
Dude. Well, here's the other thing. Jetfire actually made it into the Transformers movie. And you probably didn't know who he was because he was the old SR-71 guy who's like carrying the cane and at the end pulls out his heart to give to Optimus Prime to save the world and all of humanity.
So,
Jetfire.
Why
so
did
should
he
we get
not
rid
make
of
the top
Starscream and
7?
put Jetfire in? We only got room for one airplane.
No, Starscream's cool.
Starscream.
What is
Yeah.
Starscream? Has Starscream saved his life for anybody?
Nah, dude,
No,
Starscream's
but he's
a
just
little
a
Oh,
bastard.
Starscream is a conniving coward.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's got. Cool
He's always like, Master, it is better to run and fight another day.
He's that like creepy little voice thing that he does.
All right, so
All right, number 4.
yeah, 4. Let's keep rolling here. Number 4. What do we got? Grimlock, Astro Train, Starscream, Devastator.
All I have for Astro Train that I think is a really cool toy. So I could
think Astro
definitely.
Train's 7 because I'm with you. He's cool. But
Yeah, but I don't know
I don't
any
know
of his
shit
lore
about him,
except
but-
I just played the
I
shit
think
out of it.
Devastator could be up a little higher because he's got a cool storyline and stuff. And,
Astro
like,
Train took out a lot of G.I. Joes and a couple of He-Men, so
Yeah. He was cool,
back in the
but
house.
it's a purple transformer. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, well, dude, he was a train. It's kind
But
of
he
was a
also
train.
rocket ship.
Yeah, like he was kind of generic is where I'm going with this thing. Like this purple. I don't know. He just looked generic sometimes. I really loved him, but I could see why you guys are bagging on him so hard.
Yeah, that's Jetfire.
I don't really think anybody was
No,
bagging on
I
him.
mean,
You
Just
were
having a
doing the
conversation with
worst to
myself.
him.
we can swap him with Jetfire if you want.
We could put Jetfire in, yeah.
No, he's on the list.
All right. Well, it didn't seem like you were
Yeah,
fighting
you
for
were
him.
just kind of like, whatever.
Thought you were trying to push him off the list.
Yeah, dude.
No. Like my ice cream friends already got knocked off, so I need to stick with Astro Train.
I like where we got it, dude. I
I
could
think,
swap.
I think you gotta go. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get.
I could swap Starscream and Astro Train, but beyond that, I think I'm solid.
No, Astro Train isn't higher than it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just
You
kidding.
guys are all dicks.
Why
All right.
not Astro Train be the first place?
All right, guys. So we got
Yeah,
we got number 7, Astro Train.
I'm
Number
on.
6, Starscream. 5 is Grimlock. 4 is Devastator. 3, Megatron. 2, Dinobot. And number 1 is Optimus Prime. It's last call, guys.
I don't like Devastator over Grimlock. I'm gonna be honest.
I do.
right.
Grimlock's only fucking
Sold.
hanging on to glory because of a freaking recent Transformers movie, dude. Otherwise,
Uh,
Devastator
Really?
would crush him, dude.
I don't know, man. That toy is pretty pip.
I don't know.
Bet you if
I could see
Devastator was in that
Grimlock
movie-
at 4 and Devastator at 5. I'd be fine with that.
Grimlock at 4 with Devastator at 5.
Mhm.
I'm not.
That I can get behind that.
The toy though, the toy was pretty good.
It's a couple dumb
Well, I mean, if
dumb
you're going
trucks, dude.
based on pure toys, I mean, Devastator is like 6 pieces.
All
gotta
right,
combine all
fine.
that together,
Okay. That makes sense. The Grimlock has nothing except for he was a shitty Mark Wahlberg movie, and
Yeah, that's it, dude.
the toy.
probably
You know,
did.
actually, if we're talking about the toy, that toy gave me a lot of trouble as a kid too, because the way the chest piece opened up and the feet rolled out, it
I
got
feel
stuck.
like it
and
came off a lot, too.
yeah, it didn't really work that well. So,
Take
all
him
right,
off the list. dude.
Grimlock out, Jetfire in.
Wow! Turn of events! Are you for real?
All
I don't
right.
know. Am
I
I?
think we got our list, huh?
I do.
All
Yeah,
right.
I-
And,
I like-
and the website's going to stay together for one more week.
Barely. We might not see Sweeney on Adapted tomorrow. That's gonna be.
He's going to have a cold.
When he
That's
goes
my
to the
fault. Sorry,
site, he
guys.
realizes like the list is different than what he left thinking it was gonna
Hold on.
be.
Photo time.
He's documenting that.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. This is how the list comes together. Behind the list with top 7 Transformers. Thank you, Jason, Sweener, and Amy for battling it out to the end.
That was fun.
Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.